Meeting to order. Everyone please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Let the record reflect Mr. Calhoun is absent tonight. All other council members are present. Pastor Brown, would you like to start us off tonight?
Sure. Matthew, let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for another day. Father, we thank you for seeing us through this storm and keeping us safe. We thank you, Father, for our town, our community. We thank you for the way you've blessed us so faithfully for all these many decades. And I just pray for this meeting tonight. We ask for your blessings on it, that you would guide the discussion. And any decisions that are made, Father, let those be in the best interest of the community. And I thank you and I pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, Jennifer, do you have a list of the appointments?
Yes, I do. First one will be council president.
I would like to nominate Murray Dixon to be our council president for 2026.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Next will be our utility superintendent.
We don't currently have one, and I don't think we're prepared to name one tonight. So what do? We just table
This
that?
table that.
Can we get a motion to, should we motion?
I'll move that we table utility superintendent until the position's filled.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next will be street superintendent.
I would like to nominate or discuss appointing Luke Brown as our street superintendent for the year 2026.
I'll second that. Do you have a list of what the duties are for that?
It's in our salary ordinance. Is all what we
Yeah,
have
there's-
right now.
There's a job description.
Is it everything he already is doing? Pretty much.
Part of it, I mean, there's things with like the road inventory and ordering salt and stuff like that, but those are kind of detail items. I don't know how familiar you are with either of those, but I know you've been doing like vehicle maintenance and stuff like that, so.
I'm very familiar with the salt bid. I would, just being honest and fully transparent right now, I would need, I would have questions when working with pavers, at first until I get a little better with that. I have resources and people I can reach out to for that, but never done that before, so. But
You feel confident that you could handle anything they throw at you?
yeah, yes,
Is it something you want to do?
it is.
Pam, you seconded?
We got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, Luke. Just appreciate it.
Next will be town labor, which is really what Luke was.
Still, I mean, that still falls within that, I believe.
Yes. I'll nominate Luke. Continue to be our town labor.
Does that also include Matt or no?
He's part-time.
Part-time.
I mean, until we had somebody that was full-time, I don't know that transition would be appropriate. I mean, I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next will be building commissioner.
It's currently Rick Pfeiffer. I did have a conversation with him a couple months ago. He's very interested in continuing to do it. He did have, and this is a separate discussion, I believe, that we probably need to have with the attorneys too. He did have a question about compensation, if it would be possible to do a percentage of each permit rather than a stipend. And I didn't think that was a terrible idea. I just don't know if there's a legal mechanism that would enable us to do that. Because some of these are very simple. They take 15-20 minutes, but some of them he has to invest quite a bit of time in, and that's pulling away from other work. So some of them just aren't worth it to do. Obviously, he still does them, but it becomes a hardship to him at some point. As far as I know, though, he's still happy doing the job. He just would like to have that discussion at some point.
Is that something we would need to amend the salary?
Yeah,
for?
but we need to figure out if we can even do it.
Okay. I'll nominate Rick Pfeiffer as the building commissioner.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is code enforcement.
I'll nominate Luke for that as well, since he's currently doing that.
I'll second.
Is that something you want to keep doing? It's a difficult position to fill, so we appreciate that you've done it till now, but
I do. I just, our past year and a half's been crazy, you know,
Yeah.
and so I've kind of fallen into a position that I didn't have a title or pay for. Now I do, as of 5 minutes ago, but to balance it all has been difficult. I have made changes in my personal life that will allow me to spend more time on that. So, I mean, to answer your question, yeah, I am interested in continuing that.
okay. We've got a motion. Did we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, festival clerk.
I will nominate, that's you, right? Jennifer Farley. To be our festival clerk.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I
Aye.
abstain.
Obviously.
Yeah. Record reflect that abstain. Just vote no. I'll abstain.
Next is town attorney.
We're Nick Loy, Albright, Gordon, and Seaby. I believe is their name now.
It's your turn.
I move that we keep our established attorney.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is our financial institution, which is First Merchants.
I make a motion, is that where you want to keep the money?
It's
I
fine.
make a motion that we keep the money in First Merchants, or be our financial institution.
Are they in Tipton?
Noblesville.
No.
Jennifer, how does that work? What are the qualifications for a financial institution?
They have to be approved by State Board of Accounts.
Okay.
Is the
So
first thing.
does it have to
so
be a bank? It can't be a credit union, or does it matter? Or
I'd just have to look at what's on their list,
Okay.
because I'm not sure about that.
I'm just curious. I don't know of a reason to change. I just didn't know what those qualifications are. So, all right, we've got a motion, correct?
Yes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Is all of our money in one bank?
I believe other than, there's a Trust Indiana account.
Oh,
That's it. I think through the state of Indiana, isn't it?
Council meeting dates and times.
We're currently second and fourth Mondays at 6 p.m. Is that all right with everybody?
Works for me.
I move that we keep them current second and fourth Monday at 6.
I'll second.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next are festival meetings.
Currently,
They're currently, following the first council meeting.
They're the first council meeting of the month, every month.
Following the
Yeah.
council meeting, yes.
I make a motion, we keep the festival meetings the same.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next will be our plan commission meetings. We need to have one quarterly, and, but then we set it for quarterly, but then if we need to, if we need to have a meeting, then we've set it at 5:30 before the second council meeting, is how it was.
Does it make sense to just schedule them every month prior to the second meeting? If there's nothing on the agenda, we can cancel it.
Just cancel it, we can do that.
So that would give us 12 a year
Mm-hmm.
potential
It's fine with me.
without having to do anything else. We'd just be advertising for it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't, we don't have to,
List, and then-
we don't have to specialize, like if we're talking about something, we don't have to specially put that in, right? It would just be you're giving notice that there's going to be a hearing.
Correct. Yeah,
But
It
it's
just
not
a
a
regular-
special from a
yeah.
public hearing or anything.
right.
like
A
that.
regular meeting, and it would get canceled if there was no business to discuss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and all these meetings will be, I'll send this all to the reporter, and it will go in one time.
Yeah.
And then, so then if we have to cancel the plan commission meeting, I'll just put it on the door, no plan commission meeting tonight.
I make a motion that we have a planning commission meeting before the second council meeting of the month
Okay. At 5:30?
at 5:30 as needed.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
And the last one is, we could do this in our reports, or we could just go ahead and do it now. It is, the EMA representative, which it has been Tim for the last several years.
I'll
Tim, are
move-
you okay with continuing?
I'm more than okay with it. I enjoy it.
I move that we appoint Tim
I'll second.
representative to the EMA.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, can we circle back to Luke as street superintendent? So with the street superintendent, his pay, as far as that goes, like right now, he's just getting, paid through the town labor. Do you want him to go ahead? Are you guys gonna talk about his salary and putting him at the superintendent's salary, or?
I think we need to figure out what that'll be, and the reason being, there's only so much money in roads and streets, right? So,
The biggest part of your street superintendent pay comes out of MVH. And then as the laborer, a small portion comes out of MVH. So right now, of course, we haven't been using the street superintendent MVH money. So, but just giving you
Sure.
guys, that's how that works. So
what's
how-
currently put aside for street commissioner?
I think it's like 17,000, I think. I could look at our salary ordinance. Yes, that will be our new, 17,786.50 is what, so I don't know if you guys want to adjust his salary to fit the title.
Is that something we should do in an executive session?
If you guys want to discuss it in an executive
that?
session, we can.
I think that makes sense.
Mhm.
As much as I would like to throw 17 on top of what you already make, I don't know if we're in the position to do that because we have other positions to fill.
Right.
So we might technically have to drop part of what you would get as laborer. You still make more. But does that make
Yeah,
sense?
you would make more.
It's just a matter of how it actually looks on paper.
Yeah, I trust you guys.
Okay.
So,
Um,
I'm trying to feed a
You wanna-
boatload of people over there.
So do you want to send an executive session? We can do it under employee. This is certain criteria, so you could do it at,
Employee discussion. I'm not good on Tuesdays, but other than that,
it's whatever you guys.
This week I've got Thursday, and then next week I have any day Monday through Thursday.
Would it behoove us to have it before a council meeting? Because obviously we can't make any decisions. in
It doesn't
executive
matter. It's
session.
just we're gonna have to amend the salary ordinance.
Mhm.
So
In the
that
council
so
meeting.
if we could do it the week prior to the council, at least the week prior,
Good point.
there could be
Right.
some time to
Good point.
have
Right.
that document ready.
Okay, I agree.
I can do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Of next week.
So, February 2nd's Monday, isn't it?
Is that enough time? Is a week enough time to get
Yeah.
publicized?
Yeah, I think we can.
48 hours.
How's sometime on Monday sound to everybody?
Good.
It's morning or evening?
I don't care. I don't know
I like
what Chris's
morning,
schedule is.
Since it's executive session, it'd be morning.
What, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock?
9 o'clock would be
9
best.
o'clock on Monday.
On February the 2nd.
Yes, ma'am.
Groundhog Day, by the way.
Good.
Okay. All right, I'll get that advertised then. Okay, that should be it as far as the appointments go, so.
Okay. All right. We have meeting minutes from December 29th.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the last meeting.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And we'll start into our reports, beginning with Luke.
I don't have a written report tonight, code enforcement, but I did send the information over to our attorneys about the property across 19, for what I think he called an injunction hearing for that. There is a new problem property, like looks wise, I guess you could say, that's like right down here. And that'll be the next one that I send over to them. I just need to keep making attempts to contact him. It gets kicked back through the mail. That's been the past 2 weeks. So I've done like several parking at the subdivision, especially when I plow, it makes it difficult. Some trash cans, all that type of stuff pops up when it snows. And utility wise, just we serviced the backhoe recently. I've been cutting my comp time down quite a bit, but I've taken off a lot of time lately. So really, that's all I got.
Questions for Luke?
Don't have any questions. I just have a comment. Thank you, Luke, for the snow removal. I know it was a challenge.
That was crazy.
This is a big snow event.
That's the biggest snow I've ever plowed in. I know we've had bigger snows than that, but
Yeah, but this is the biggest one we've had, and I don't know.
It's been a few years.
few years.
When
And,
you get I agree with Fred, thank you very much, but could you look at, the two east-west roads, down there by 19?
Yes.
I forget the names of them. It's only one lane, is there?
Adams.
No.
No, he's talking down by him.
Down
Like
by me.
Jackson and
Oh,
Morris.
Jackson, Monroe, Madison. Okay.
The first one and the second one.
And then
I
that
went
curve-
by there and it was
That
just,
curve on Indiana likes to drift up too.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not important. I mean, it's passable, but if you get a minute,
So basically, the way I was taught was like, especially with snow like this, we'll just be plowing like what I call grid plowing. That's touching every single street with your
Yeah.
blade. We'll be doing that for the next few days. It'll drift. We'll hit it. People will shovel their cars out. We'll be put in the street. Cars that weren't moved will move, and then there'll be a car-shaped pile of snow there. We'll just stuff like that. But our piles will be on our trucks for at least another week.
I came that way and I noticed that both of those roads were single lane.
Okay.
So I don't know if they don't get much traffic, but
Yeah, they need cleared. Yeah,
if you get a minute, it's not.
I'll do it again. Right. Clean it up a little. And then also our salt is getting pretty low. I've reached out to Cargill.
It seems that they're behind on delivering to almost everybody. I was gonna try to make contact with them, but if you want to do that,
She
can.
So I called her, she didn't answer. She called me back and I missed the call. I called her back, she didn't answer. Literally back and forth. And so there's been 6 phone calls placed. 3 on my end, 3 on her end. But I think I already know what she's gonna say because I've read email chains from like Carmel, Noblesville, and everybody is in the same boat. Everybody's running out of salt. The people we get salt from are running out of salt. So, and the majority of the salt comes from a mine in Detroit, Michigan, and it gets brought here by a train car. So it's pretty difficult times right now with salt. I'm using it sparingly. If I don't salt and you guys think, well, why didn't you salt? It's because we're running low.
Could we possibly just maybe hit intersections,
Yes.
yeah.
especially where our four-way stops are? And I think, if we could concentrate on those.
Just keep an eye on how slick stuff gets. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be my thought.
Exactly.
Is if it's a hard snowpack, you can drive on it reasonably.
Right.
Correct.
That's what I was just gonna say too, temperature. I
With
know
this week, it's going to be cold all week. We might luck out. I don't know.
It's going to be too cold to put salt on anyway. So
I was hoping I'd wake up this morning and it would look different than it did in the dark, and it did not. And I was like, dang.
I know. It's a tough one.
But just always remember, I'm always thinking about it. I'm never just like, oh, well. I'm always.
I figured you had a plan.
I do. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But I do have a plan.
All right, Jennifer, what do you have for us tonight?
Couple things, in your packet. You have, we'll move to festival just a little bit. There's the festival resolution, application rules, to review. So we can have that hopefully passed at our next council meeting. That way we can get our applications out. We've already been contacting, sponsorships, entertainment, restrooms, so it's starting up again. So if we can get this taken care of at our next meeting, then we can go ahead and get our applications mailed out for our vendors. Policy handbook, had a policy handbook meeting with Kathy. We reviewed everything. She is going to make those changes, send it back to me. She would like to have a meeting with each of you, and she said, whatever you guys decide, she's going to try and work it out, because she would just like that. There was a few things that we talked about that you kind of wanted changes on, and she was kind of like, wasn't quite sure if maybe they should have been changed. So she said that she would like to and to talk about the exempt and non-exempt. So she would like to have a meeting with you guys. So
We
you
just
guys
schedule a
choose.
special meeting and she could call in or come
She's
here
gonna
or,
come in. She's
okay.
coming in, actually. That way she can answer any questions whatsoever.
We could do it before or after the
her name?
special meeting
Kathy.
Monday.
she have time on Monday?
On the February 2nd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will call her and let her know. And then let's do another date just in case she doesn't have that one.
Okay.
And then I can let you guys know.
I'm good any evening, anytime except Tuesday evenings.
So either Wednesday or Thursday, maybe next week?
That's fine.
I can't do Wednesday like 10 to 2. but
Sure.
Other than that,
Is she available evenings?
Yes, she is too. So
either day.
Do we want to do it maybe like right before the council meeting or? That'd be at night. Or do we want to get it done before then?
We could do 5 o'clock on the 9th. That work for everybody?
Works for me.
Yeah.
okay, I'll
Is an hour be long enough, you think? Sure
I
it
think
will.
so. I
Yeah.
would think so.
We'll just do it as a special meeting. It'll be open to the
Uh-huh.
public, but
Yep.
we'll be able to work our way through those.
Okay, I'll give her both of those dates and see which one works
Okay,
for her.
so it'll either be what, 9:30, we'll say on the 2nd, or
say
5
10
o'clock.
o'clock, just to
10 o'clock
give you
on the
guys,
2nd, or
or
5.
5 on the
Yeah.
9th. And then once I find out, I'll let you guys know for sure
Okay.
on that one. Okay. Let me see what else I got here. In your report, you have Alex's annual report. And then we do have have our deposit of $441,367.50 went into the general fund. In your packet, you have I've talked with First Merchants and they are running CD promotions, but then also they have a money market promotion or Trust Indiana. So as far as that goes, First Merchants, they have a 3.5% for 6 months. That's a money market savings. There are we can use it. Now on the CDs, you'll be penalized if we put it in there. But if we put it in that money market, we will not be penalized if we need it. And that's just kind of the same way with Trust Indiana. Trust Indiana is right now at 3.65%.
How much did you say that would deposit what?
$441,367.50.
Why wasn't it the 450?
Because there were fees taken out.
We had to pay them 1.5%.
Okay, First Merchants is 10 or 3.10 right now.
First Merchants,
First
3.1.
I started saying, okay,
3.1.
3.1.
Yeah.
That would be like $1,500 every month.
That we
Well, I'm
would
reading
get.
this is
First Merchants is
But
3.5.
3.5.
Yeah,
The First Merchants is 3.5.
Yeah.
So it would be, that'd be a better deal.
Was 3.10, so,
Well,
3.10,
That's
right?
3.10.
yeah, 10.
Right, that's 3.1.
this
Where
is
this is
3.51.
3.51,
So this is 350.
3.5.
3.5.
and then
What's the-
Trust Indiana is right now at 3.65.
That's the better deal.
is that, and that's through the state of Indiana?
So what is that number? What's that mean?
That's the interest.
Interest.
Rate.
Interest
How
rate.
much their interest they're going to give us on that money?
Every month?
Well,
And-
calculated by the year,
Oh,
but
So like, for example, like our Dolly's Park, that used to be in the CD, it was like just a little over 50,000. So we've had it at Trust Indiana and right now it's about 56,000. We've got from our water project, we have our debt reserve that's been at Trust Indiana. The beginning of that was like 46,000 and some, and it's now up to, like 50,000, you know, so, and that's all at Trust Indiana.
Who is
And
the,
Trust Indiana, it's through the state of Indiana. And so I can take any of the money without council approval and put it over there because we are able, that's our money and there's no stipulations on that. So as far as we need it,
We can use it.
we can use it,
and
right?
what's the interest rate on that one? Is that the
That is
3.65?
3.65. Mm-hmm,
So in a year,
mm-hmm.
10% would be 40 grand.
Now granted, these were up to like 5 point something. you know,
Right.
but yeah.
They're dropping.
Yes, they are dropping.
I got a
Yeah.
question. That money's being put in the general fund, correct?
Right now, it's just sitting there to decide what they want to do with it.
Well, I thought it was earmarked for specific.
We have-
it had
we
to
have-
be, it had to be receipted into the general fund. And
Okay.
now we're gonna move it somewhere where it is specific to the
In
park.
the same one with 56,000 is?
I mean, if they want to do
We're gonna
that,
do that.
if they want to do that, I'm waiting on them to.
Is
do
it a
that.
separate, is it a separate, wait,
No, it would
the
go,
park fund is where?
The Indiana
right now, Park Fund is at Trust Indiana.
Okay,
If you want to add this to that, I can do a sub-fund under that, to where we can take, to where it can, you can see what we're using from it.
You want to do that now or later?
Sooner the better.
I mean, you want to do it now or
Yeah.
later in the,
I mean, you
No,
just
I
tell
think
me
we ought
where you
to.
guys want it, and
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
do that.
I think Trust Indiana, we should go for the highest return.
Okay,
I make a motion that we move $441,367.50. Proceeds from the ball diamonds into the park account. And it's earmarked for only park use.
Correct. There's a line item on your fund report right here.
Yep.
Has a current balance of $55,875.19.
So that would give us almost $500,000.
$500,000.
Uh-huh. 3.65.
Is that compounded every month or every quarter or what,
monthly.
monthly?
We have a motion to move the proceeds of the ball diamond sale to Trust Indiana at 3.65% currently. Is there a second for that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's also earmarked for that use only.
Yeah,
Jennifer, I have a question. How often do they adjust those rates? I mean, is that a fixed rate or is that just a current rate? It fluctuates with
they fluctuate daily. They do.
daily. So it's not a fixed rate.
No.
If the Fed drops the rate again by a quarter point, that rate's gonna go down.
Sure.
Now, on the money market for First Merchants at the 3.5, that would have been fixed for 6 months.
Was that CD or that's just? a money
That's
market
just a
account?
money market.
Okay.
Our historic
Huh?
returns with the CD have been pretty poor. I know the rates are higher right now, but while the money markets are doing what they're doing right now, I'm in favor of parking the money there. I think we should leave it.
I wonder though if with the 6-month guaranteed rate, what are the chances that it's gonna go down in the other account if we put it in first, or in the First Merchants for 6 months guaranteed at 3.5?
It's just a,
Yeah,
yeah.
roll of the dice.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're chasing interest rates, you're gonna be losing money in the long run.
Okay. Other than that, I talked with Jim Higgins concerning the annexation, and he is gonna, because we talked to him about the fiscal impact for the park, for the roads, and the annexation, so he's gonna be working on that, all of that, and have something to ask for that. And then, other than that, W-2s, 1099s, 100R, key billings closed out, starting to close out key fund, and then I'll be starting the annual report. And that's all I have.
Can I ask you a stupid question? And I know the answer to this. So on our W-2s,
Mm-hmm.
it was 4 cents more. Is that a rounding error?
Mm-hmm. It's just how, yeah,
How it works.
that's how it works, yes,
I just wondered
yeah,
what was up with that, but
yeah. That's how it works.
my wife teased me saying you got a raise.
Any other questions for Jennifer? All right, let's go ahead and do your EMA report.
Went to the emergency management meeting this past Thursday. The highlights of that meeting, there's a new president. He is the Westfield Fire Chief, I believe. I didn't catch his name. The highlights of the new 911 EOC building is being constructed right now, and they're going to move in the first quarter of 2027. It's a huge building, going to hold all their operation stuff. The Public Safety Training Center construction is going to begin this summer. That's where they're going to have a firing range and the training for all officers and fire safety, EMS. They also had the record number of volunteers this year. They saved in salary, they saved over $300,000 that they wouldn't have to pay someone because of all the number of volunteers. So if anybody wants to volunteer, you can ask me and I'll put you in touch with somebody. There was, I believe they said, the biggest training exercise in the country. It was held in November at the, is it Ruoff now?
Yeah.
I don't know, did you participate in
Yes.
that? I guess there was fire, EMS, police, state police, pretty much everybody from around was in on that. It was huge, from what I understand. They showed a video of it. They had active shooter training, they had fire training, they had all kinds of stuff going on. I think it was over a week, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was all an active shooter scenario. They varied the scenario each time. They had outside consultant firm come in to basically run the training and vary the scenarios and you know, act as assailants and
They said they had volunteers laying there on the ground
Yes,
for
there
like
were-
6 or 8 hours.
there were an incredible amount of volunteers. It was impressive.
Did you think it was
It was worthwhile
Well worth
training.
it.
Yeah.
put you on the spot there? You can't say no.
No.
Right.
It's
Um,
hard to make any training realistic, but they did a pretty good job.
They also, the other things that to mention would be there's having weather spotting. If you want to be a weather spotter, they're having training at the Carmel Fire Station on March 13th. So you can go be a certified weather spotter if you want. Anybody, it's open to anybody in Hamilton County. So that's it.
Any questions for Tim? Thanks for doing that. Appreciate you being
Yes.
willing to do that. Whole business, we've got our CCMG mill and resurface cover sheet that needs to be signed by everybody. So this is for the paving project that's upcoming. Jennifer, all the advertisements that they came up with have been put in the paper, right? So we're currently accepting bids for an upcoming paving and sidewalk project that we put together over the last couple months. We were awarded our grant, which is awesome, and it's an 80-20 deal. So basically, any streets that haven't been done in the last 5-10 years, we're finally getting done, plus a couple that have been but have some issues. And then any of those that have sidewalks adjacent to them, the sidewalk is also wrapped into the project to replace that sidewalk. So we're going to end up with a patchwork of decent sidewalks around town, and hopefully eventually we can connect the dots, but at least it's an opportunity that we have available to us to start replacing some, and gets us closer to our goal of finally tackling that issue that people have been complaining about since I was little. So we're making some progress, but as it stands, we've got a cover sheet that needs to be signed by everybody that then goes together with the whole packet, and so
Now,
I
here
don't
on Walnut Street, Murray, I know the paving and the sidewalks, there are sidewalks on both sides of that street.
For parts of it on both sides. So like,
So
for
we just
example, down
covering-
there by the, yeah, you can't put in new. You can replace existing.
What if we can find old?
We can replace it. But we did quite a bit of looking, and I think we've only found what we found. So for
So
example, that there by
Russ Ronnie's?
the, by Fletcher's parking lot, like all that's gone. So there's nothing there.
So we didn't get
There's
that.
nothing there to
Okay.
replace. But further up the block in front of Parker's house
Mhm.
and heading north, there's
Yep.
sidewalk that's been buried. We can replace that.
Is
So,
that on this current?
correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
It
that
all
was
the way
my
to Meridian,
question.
that sidewalk.
It actually continues on north, and so part of what goes north of Meridian is good on that side of the road, but the parts that aren't, like there's no ramp, that would get done, and then it would connect up to the bar parking
Yeah.
lot. So whatever part there that's grass, there will be sidewalk.
So
So,
that all gets it as well?
correct.
As the west side too?
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That was my question.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
trying to-
whatever we can replace,
So from
we worked it into the
296
project,
to Main on the west side.
right,
And then.
and then
there's
partial on the other,
partial
on the east side.
And right
Okay.
here is this,
Right here,
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was trying to,
that's the full breakdown there.
Okay.
There's a couple little adjustments that they made. They came out and surveyed there. Is that
Okay.
newer than when we met?
that's just what
Okay.
it was.
So like, for example, down on Jackson Street, by,
Jody's house.
Jody's
Mhm.
house,
mhm,
there's a point in their driveway where the sidewalk crosses the driveway. They had to make some adjustments to redo part of that, just because of the grade. For ADA
Sure.
requirements, you can only have, I think it's 1 or 2% grade, something like that. So anything they put in, they want it to meet that standard. And so the part of their driveway between the sidewalk and the street, I think is gonna end up getting replaced too, but it's all worked into the project.
Is that gonna go, sidewalk gonna go across the alleyway too?
Mhm.
It is.
Yep, and anywhere it crosses the alley, it's extra thick.
Okay.
So any trucks going across it should never break it.
That's good.
Out there at the subdivision, some of those streets, they've got some weird, where there used to be trench cuts or something, there's some little dips. And then also the streets are, the original portion's real flat. And so they're gonna make repairs where necessary, and then when they repave, they're gonna introduce some crown into the street, so it flows better to the gutters.
It's the crown's so inverted, if I plow down the center, it leaves a patch
On the sides.
because it's
Yeah.
inverted
Yeah.
crown.
So they're gonna do like a, I can't remember what they call it, but they can adjust their mill head to take more off at the outside than the middle and put back, and it'll have crown to it. But in any case, I've got this cover sheet. Jennifer, do you have one for me to use, or you want me to pass mine on down?
If you want to keep yours, I mean, do you want to just have?
Or you
yours
want to
for
trade?
record?
I'll
Yeah,
just,
we can trade.
I'll start signing this.
and I'm sure this all hinges on how bids come in.
Correct. They built in a pretty decent buffer, they
Yeah, that-
thought. They were trying to go with current market trends and beat
Okay.
things up a little bit as necessary. We'll see how the bids come in. But I'm pretty optimistic, so are the engineers are as well, so. The bids will have to be in and accepted basically by the end of February. That's what the deal is. Bid opening is scheduled for the second meeting in February.
Okay.
And if there's any review that needs done, I've already confirmed we can approve contingent upon whatever that review might be, and make that happen still by the end of the month.
Thank
So-
you for taking care of all that, Murray.
Yeah,
I know that was a big task.
I'm glad we were able to
Appreciate
make it
you doing
happen,
that.
and
Yes.
it's great that our little town with our limited resources has this available to us.
Oh,
So
that was a-
I'm pretty happy about that.
That was a big undertaking for you, so thank you.
Any other old business? We will move on to new business. We did receive a resignation from Alan Schultz, effective February 6th. If we don't have anybody hired by then, I believe I've got a contingency. I'm going to try to talk to him tomorrow.
Okay.
But we may have another interim operator only. But it does look like this one application we've gotten may be pretty decent candidate. So we need to start talking to them as well.
Something we can discuss when we discuss the executive session.
Sure, we could just do it as a, what's the standard there? It's employee
Yes.
performance or something like that, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
didn't you tell me, Murray, I thought you did, that when you let someone go, you have to have an immediate filling, but
yeah, you
if
can't
they
have any
leave-
lapses.
If they leave, then there's a little grace period from IDEM, or is that?
Sure, but he's given us a couple weeks of notice, so
It's
they're not
like you
gonna
just-
look at that as nicely as if somebody walked in today and said, hey, I'm not coming to work tomorrow.
Right, okay.
Right, so we've got enough time. We'll find somebody
Okay.
that can serve in that role if we need them to. Website, you had website on here, Jennifer?
Yeah, Pam,
Annie needs something from the council that says, because we talked about limiting comments.
Mhm.
And she needs something from us that says, yes, she can do that. She can't, for accountability purposes.
Didn't we do that?
She needs something in
we
writing from the
voted to do it,
council.
but we
Okay,
didn't.
so do we
tell
need
her.
to have something prepared? Some kind of a legal
I think if
document,
we
a
did-
resolution?
I don't know that we ever really made a motion for it. I think we just talked about
Okay.
it. And
Would
I
a
think,
resolution be helpful though?
Does she need a resolution or just a
Well,
vote?
let's see. We contacted Cicero to see how they actually did it, and I think if we just actually have it in the minutes, a resolution in the minutes. If you guys,
vote in
I
the
mean,
minutes. Okay.
so it's up to you guys if you want to.
So is there a motion to disable comments on our public social media accounts?
Town social media account. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
All right. Jennifer, do you know, you said the state has some resources for websites, for municipal websites?
They do, and some communities use it, and I can find that information out.
Yeah, if you
and-
could, that'd
yeah.
be great. I think it's
Yeah.
time for a refresh of ours.
I totally agree. I think so too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
All right, utility assistance, we've got a request. Is this, as far as you can tell, this written request from this person pretty accurate?
Yeah, as
Pretty
far as I
reflective
know,
of their
I looked
situation.
back and we have not ever helped her
Okay.
with our utility funds. So
What is the amount of their bill?
she's a minimum user, so it'd be 125.80, I believe, is what it is now.
For water and wastewater?
Yeah.
And would we still try to have them cover their trash and their storm and the hydrant? Or how does that?
We usually just do the
pay the
whole
whole
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this just a 1 month thing, or is it gonna be recurring, do you think?
Um,
Or,
I would hope it would just be a 1 month.
Are they current right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And in our fund, we have $1,074.12 remaining in our fund.
I make a motion that we pay this person's bill, next bill.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I will let her know.
Okay. Any other new business from the council tonight?
Zoning change?
Thank you. The Plan Commission has made the recommendation to approve a rezone of a property on South Central Street from agricultural to C2. All the contact information for the owner is on this sheet here. Is there a motion to approve that zoning change, that recommendation by the Plan Commission?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 You're official.
Sticking around to make sure.
Good choice.
Is there any questions or comments from anyone in attendance tonight?
I have one more thing, where, Luke, I know you noticed this, we had police come out to my neighbors the other day, at the wellness check. She sometimes forgets to put her garage door down, it was up for a couple days, so she wouldn't answer the door, so I had Arcadia come down and they took care of it, but she was okay.
Okay.
I just want to thank Arcadia Police for showing up.
Yes, I
and-
was just gonna
Thank
say.
you, thank you. Sorry I'm a little late. We didn't realize, we thought possibly the meeting wasn't gonna, because of the weather, so.
Yeah.
I'm Officer Tracy Owens, nice
Okay.
to meet you all.
Are you new?
I am, I started in December, so you'll see me, I work the second and third shifts.
Great.
So you'll see me through town. I do shut a lot of garage doors. I knock on people's doors and wake them up, but then once I get to know them, I usually just shut them. You'll see me up here.
Well, thank you, Tracy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all for being here.
Has anybody applied for the water?
Yeah, we've got one application so far.
Just-
So we'll hopefully receive a couple more in the coming weeks. But that's a position we really need to get filled. So
You guys have any third party operators in line just in case you don't get it filled or whatever?
that's what I was just talking about. When we got our current operator, there was another person that was interested in it, and I have a high degree of confidence in him, and I think that he would probably be willing to do it on an interim basis. If not, there's companies that contract out for that, and then there's other local operators and stuff. Yes, correct. So I'm going to try to talk to this individual first, since he has already seen our plants, and see if he's still interested in helping us out for a month or so. And if not, we'll go a different route. But, all right. Is there a motion to sign our claims and adjourn?
I'll move. We sign the claims and adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.